Hi, my people. You already know I'm Letta. And if this is your first time, subscribe so you can get to know me. But anyway, I'm about to make. I saw this recipe yesterday off this guy, and he had made this kind of like a taco, but he used chorizo, and I'm really not a fan of that. So I'm going to use mine. Is going to be called burger taco. Okay, that's what I'm gonna name it, a burger taco. And I'm gonna use plant-based meat, and then I have some cheese. And he used sour cream, but I don't use sour cream. So everything else except for I'm gonna use some shredded carrots. So just to have more, vegetables and stuff like that in it. But I'm going to make what they call that Cinco de Mayo, but I call it lettuce salsa. And he used pineapples, which I use pineapples when I make my plant-based burgers. But I'm going to use pineapples, red onions, a red tomato, and cilantro. So I already cut up some cilantro. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. So we're going to get into this, and we're going to see how it's going to turn out, okay? Okay, so you guys, I pretty much cut up the pineapple, and I cut up the tomatoes, and I cut up the cilantro, like I said, and the red onion. So it's just me, so I'm not making as much. I probably have this recipe. I probably eat this today and tomorrow. I'll probably eat 2 tacos. So I have enough for tomorrow as well. And this is a fresh pineapple, as you saw. And see, you just toss that. And another thing, you guys, let me tell you. I ran out of lime when I made my sea moss, okay? But you know what? It's okay. Because you can use a lemon, and it would taste just fine, okay? I mean, if you have a lime, that's fantastic. But if you don't say, well, you know what? I'm not going to be able to make this because, what? I don't have my lime. So you just remove those seeds, and you just squirt that lemon juice all over. And this is going to give it just a fresh, beautiful taste. And let me tell you, you guys, I'm going to tell you this. That cilantro, baby, when I tell you, you cannot go wrong with the flavor of this cilantro. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I pretty much put this on my burger when I make my vegan burger. So like I said, this taco that I'm having is a burger taco. So we got a burger and a taco, both combined together. So what I do, want to add a little bit of salt, just a tad bit. So I have some Himalayan salt, and not too much. I really don't like to use too much salt. I really don't. So just enough to kind of bring all of those flavors together. Let it marry together, combine as one. When you're in a marriage, you are one once you get married. Once you combine all of these nice, beautiful vegetables and fruit, and that lemon juice, the salt, everything is just going to marry together and become one. And it is going to taste very delicious. So what I do after that, I kind of just put the top on that. Because like I said, I can eat off this 2 days. I put this in the fridge. Shake it up. All that cilantro is at the bottom, all that juice. So I put it in my fridge for a tad bit. And then, you always clean. I got me some nice soapy salt. Salt. I got some dishwater. And as you know, if you follow me, I use hot very hot water, and I use some bleach because that's how I grew up, putting bleach in my water. So I'm going to get this here pan together because this is what he did. Like I said, he used that meat that was that chorizo. But I'm going to use, like I said, I'm going to use this. And what I'm going to do, because it's already in a patty and it's kind of thick, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to use a patty. I'm going to put it in a bowl and kind of smash it up, because we are going to put that on our taco shell. And I have a corn taco shell, okay? Doesn't matter, you can use flour, you can use whatever you want. And then I'm going to save this for tomorrow, because that's going to be my dinner for tomorrow, because I'm only going to eat 2. And today is my number 2 intermittent fasting. So today what I just ate an apple for a little snack. I had a protein drink for breakfast, okay, with a banana. I had that. And I drank one of my other little juices. And then I had some orange juice. And I had my spoiled child. I put 2 tablespoons of my spoiled child. So that's what I ate already. And it's about 4 o'clock now. It's about, it's 4:44. So, it's time for me to get my dinner together, because later on, for a snack around 6 o'clock, I'm going to eat me a bowl of cherries. So what I do, since he had chorizo and he had smashed it up, and what he did, get the pot nice and heated. Let me take y'all over here so y'all can see. Okay, so just hold on. Okay, so what I did is I moved the camera over here, and I got the pot going, the pan rather. And I'm going to use just a little bit of olive oil, not too much. Now this is regular olive oil. This is not the one that I bought that was $40-some, because I pretty much drank that. I put it in my orange juice with the spoiled child, and then I take a tablespoon of the olive oil and I mix it in there and I drink it. And I try to do that one at night, because when I wake up, it'll be so just activated in my stomach and I'll be ready to go to the bathroom. And that's a good thing after I drink water. Like, I'll get up because I have water by my bed, and I will drink some water, and baby, it brings it down. It's ready to go. So this is what he did, if I can remember. And I hope I can remember. I think I remember. I pretty much did everything that he did. So let me get a plate. Let me get a plate here. And just move this out the way. And move this out the way. And I got this out. This is my sea moss. And so I got that out, because sometimes I like it to just kind of sit for a minute before I take it. So I think he had, if I'm not mistaken, I think he had flour tortillas, but I'm going to have this. So what he did, he took the chorizo and he kind of just put it on there like that, smashed it together. So I'm kind of like basically just smashing this together. You know, I gotta save enough to make another one. Kind of like smashed it in there. You're gonna see what I'm doing, you guys. You might be like, what in the same old set is she talking about? But I promise you, it's gonna be good. So what he did is that he took it like this, and he did it like that. He did it like that, you guys. And you want to make sure that's cooked. So I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to do one at a time. Yes, I am. Get that nice and cooked. And then I'll take you through the rest of the steps of what he did. And in the meantime, while that's cooking, I don't want to do it really high because I want to make sure my burger, my plant-based burger is cooked. So I got it, you know, kind of medium. But in the meantime, I have my lemon sea moss gel. Sometimes I have to stop myself because I'll be taking like 2 or 3 of these and getting ready to take 4 and I forget. I know this is mine and y'all probably thinking, oh, she just doing that because, no. If you watch my video where I made some eggs from that Just Eggs plant-based and you saw when I tasted it was not good, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was gross. That was absolutely gross. So I'm not gonna tell you no fear about something. If it's bad, it's bad. This is Tabitha Brown spatula, you guys. I bought a few things from Tabitha. And I just found out that she has some clothes. So I think I'm going to go and check that out too. So anyway, let me see. Almost. You see it? So I want to make sure, like I said, I want to make sure that it's nice and cooked. So I'm going to turn it up just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. And get that nice and cooked. And in the meantime, what I'm doing is taking another one. I'm going to lay it here on this plate and just kind of press down and get all of it and try to just press down on that. Spread it out nice and good. Try to make it even as best you can. Transfer this bowl to the sink. Nice hot water. Wash my hands because that's still raw meat, you know. So let's check this out, you guys. Let's check it out. Okay, so to me, that seems like it's pretty done, right? So what he did again is that he took some cheese, and like I said, I have non-dairy cheese because I don't eat dairy. So what he did is that he took the cheese, and let me see what he did, and he put it on there like that. And I like the other brand of cheese, but this one is fine too. So I'm gonna turn it down just a tad bit. Just a tad bit so I can get that brown at the bottom on the other side. Just to get that brown so your taco can be nice and brown. You know, crunchy, if you will. So, crunchy, if you will. I'm going to turn it up because basically me turning this up is just going to brown the other side. So when I, you know, make it like a taco, squeeze it, it's going to be brown, crunchy. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be like a taco shell. So I want it to be nice and crunchy, brown, you know. And then what I'm going to do here is just flip that. That's what he did. He flipped it. And see, what I'm going to do is turn it down a little bit. And the reason why I turn it down, because with regular cheese, let me do this. With regular cheese, it melts pretty fast. And even though this melts, it take a little bit longer, okay? So that's the reason why. As you can see, probably if you look at it, you can see the cheese melting a little bit. You know, it does melt. So you see this, it's nice and brown, just like that, nice and brown. But I want to get that cheese melted on that burger, okay? So just gonna wait for a few minutes. See, want to get that nice and brown. Get that cheese melted real good. So I'm kind of doing this. And like I said, this is my cheeseburger taco. I think this is going to be good because that plant-based burger is delicious. Okay, so let me just take a peeky peek. Oh, yeah, that's how his look, y'all. That's how his look. If you look, I gotta try to find that guy because I was just strolling and I saw him. But woo, that's how it looked, you guys. Literally, I'm for real. But he had, you know, regular cheddar cheese, and this is vegan cheddar cheese. So, what I'm gonna do here is flip this, and I'm gonna turn this up because I do want my taco shell to get a little bit more crispier. Just a little bit, not too much. Not too much. Not too much. I don't want it to be burnt, but I just want it to be a little crispy. So let me look at that. I'm about to take it off, you guys. I know, like, to each their own. Me, I want it to be a little bit more crispy. Okay, I think that's about it. Turn that down. And look at that. So, I made this one. I'm not going to put anything else on there until I'm done. Now, I turned this way down, okay, because we don't want to cook the other one too fast. A little bit more of the olive oil. Kind of switch that around real good. Okay, and then I'm going to take it and bam! Take it like that. Take it like that, you guys. Just like that. And let that there cook. And see, when I fold it, see it's going to fold. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. Let me show you. Look, when I fold it, it's going to fold like a taco. See? Ooh, but it's hot right now. Hot. So that's it with that. Because like I said, I'm only going to eat 2. I think that's enough for me. That's enough for me. You know, I don't need a lot to satisfy me. Because later on I'm going to eat some cherries. And I'm going to be good. So I put this back in there, and there we go. Where's the little thing at? Here we go. Take this like that, you guys. I put mine in the fridge. I don't know where some people put theirs at. So now we got that going like that. Always clean as you go. You want to be clean. And so that way, when you're done cooking, guess what? You don't have anything else to be doing but eat. Just to enjoy your meal. That's it. So, I'm going to put this cheese right here because I'm going to use it. And turn that up just a tad bit. Now, let me look at this burger. So, it's not done. It's not done. But almost. It doesn't take that long to cook this. Woo, baby, I'm ready. I'm ready to eat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. I got this recipe I saw yesterday, and I said, wow. Like I said, he used chorizo, and I'm not too much. I used to eat it a lot because my son, one of my sons, I have 3 sons, one of my son's wife is Mexican, so we used to eat that a lot, and it was good. How she made it and everything, it was good. But I think that was pork at the time, or no, it was beef. It was beef because I haven't had pork in over 30 years. It was the beef, so I only ate that, and it was a few times it was nice. So that's that. And that was a long time ago. That was some years ago before I became a vegan. But I haven't had pork. My oldest son is 34. He'll be 35. And so it was around, oh wow, 33 years. I haven't had pork in 33 years, you guys. Oh, that's been a long time. And I don't miss it. No, I don't. I don't miss it at all. I really don't. So that is done. That meat is done. So Daddy got brown around the edges right here, you guys. So basically what I'm going to do is turn that up because I need the other side to get brown. And then I'm going to put this nice, delicious cheese, woo, baby, on that. And this is, like I said, this is plant-based cheese, you guys. Look at it. It looks just like shredded cheese, regular cheese. And you can see how it melts. You can see how it melts. Delicious. So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to get my salsa because it's been sitting in the refrigerator just for a little tad bit minute. And once I get this brown a little bit, see, I'm going to do that. Do that. Let that cheese melt on that side. And I'm turning it down, like I said before, I had turned it down because I wanted to kind of wait a little bit. Ooh, that's going to be good, y'all. I don't know if you can tell if this is going to be good or not. But I think, and I don't have no lime, like I said, I don't have any lime. But I have this lemon. So I am going to drink, which one am I going to drink today? I think today I'm going to drink me a mango lime kombucha juice. And I'll shake it up and I'll open it up. You got to open up a little bit at a time because it kind of has that fizz like apple cider vinegar, and it will just spill all out. So you got to open it just like pop. You got to open it a little bit at a time. So then there you go. Sometimes it takes a few times. So now that cheese seems like it's melted nice. Yeah. So now I'm just going to let that brown on the other side. Turn it up a little bit just to get it nice and brown. A few minutes. That's all. A few minutes. I'm not going to take that long. I don't want it to burn. I have my green glass straw. So good, so cold, so delicious. And there's my lime right there, you guys. All right, so I'm going to pass this over to here, and then we're going to go through the next stage, you guys. Okay. Putting that in there, let it sit. Clean up my mess and whatnot. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me, I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it. It came out. So, like I said, you do your cleaning. And see, I don't have to do anything. Oh, excuse me. So now, I open this up, you guys. Look at this. Open this up. There we go. I want to get all that cilantro. I love cilantro. Just, I don't know what it is. It's just a earthy. To me, it's like a earthy, a real earthy, the beautiful taste. And I usually put more, but there you go. So anyway, I'm gonna use this one. And see, I kind of just, that's like a taco, right? I don't know if I'm gonna use that lemon right there because I put a lot of lemon in here. So I'm gonna do this like this, you guys. Oh God. Come on with it. Come on with it. Burger. Look at that juice. Look at that juice. Look at that juice. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Come on now. Come on. Now for the taste, right? Now for the taste. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. This is really good. Mmm. Oh my God. Mmm. 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 Wow. Mmm. Baby. Look at the salsa. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. I cannot tell you how good this is. It's so good. Mmm. 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 I wish I would have made this when my boyfriend came over. Instead of, we ordered some tacos because I had just got back home. I didn't go grocery shopping. I didn't really have any food. Plus, I was tired. I was up 2 days in a row. But I wish I would have made him this. Mm, mm, mm. 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 The pineapples, the tomato, the cilantro, just the earthiness, the lemon, the red onions, everything. I mean, just combined together. Mm, 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 mm. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how good this is. I cannot tell you. All I can say is try it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say to you. I can't say no more than what I'm telling you right now. This is just phenomenal. Look at that. Phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Mmm. 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 Mm. The cheese. Everything. So good. Mmm. 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 Mm. I did that. I did it. I did it. Who did it? I did it. Who? Me. Mmm. Mmm. And it's still hot. Woo! Burning my hand. I wet my red hand. Mmm. I'm sorry I'm eating like this, but it's good. Mm. Oh my God. This is my burger. My burger taco. Oh God, it's so good. Mmm. Mm. You guys, when I tell you, when I saw this recipe, like I said, he used everything that I did, except for I substituted mine with plant-based meat. Also, I substituted the corn taco shell, and I substituted the cheese. I use plant-based. But if you're trying to eat healthy and you want to try vegan or just eating plant-based, I'm gonna be doing a lot of meals, and oh man, I just gotta do this. You don't even want to let this little stuff go, because it's so good. I apologize. But this is good. This is really good. That's so good. That's so good. Oh, I enjoyed that. I don't know if y'all knew. I don't know if y'all can tell. But I literally enjoyed this wonderful meal. And tomorrow, ooh, I can't wait to make my other one. And then the next day, I'm making me a homemade pot pie. But I'm making some mini chicken pot pie, and I'm going to use these. And then I have the crust to go on top of it. So that's what I'm going to be making, and I will share with you because you will be watching me make it. Okay? But baby, let me tell you, I'm in heaven. I done had a healthy meal. Oh, I'm doing it today. It's 5:07. So like I said, I stopped eating at 6 o'clock. And you know, around 6 o'clock, in a couple of hours, I'm gonna let this food digest. I take my multivitamin over 50. Ooh. Every day. And that's what it is, you know? That's what it is. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna wrap that for tomorrow. Ooh. So you guys, I appreciate you watching this video. But let me tell you, that was delicious. No lie. So I want y'all to subscribe, like, comment, click the notifications, because more to come, baby. More to come with the recipes, okay? I'm on my second day with the intermittent fasting, and I'm telling you, I'm losing. Because my stomach I started, eating at night. It was like I was trying to do the intermittent fasting, but I would never get hungry until at night. And so you eat it at night and you land on all that food, and I was gaining weight. So, but then when I did the intermittent fasting a while back, I was like 131 pounds, and I wasn't trying to lose per se, because I still wanted to be 130, but I wanted to kind of build and tone and stuff like that. I ended up going to for 131 to 121 pounds, and I didn't want that. I was like, shoot, heck that, because I wasn't eating but like one time a day, and that's not right. You got to still have your calories. You still have to maintain those calories every day. And see, I'm getting ready. I still don't eat a lot, enough to be able to get all of my calories. So I'm getting ready to purchase some plant-based high calorie drinks, and it's like I think 8 ounces, 470 calories, which I would let y'all see what I purchased and let you guys know how that tastes. So what I probably will be doing in the morning time at 11 o'clock is making a smoothie, putting some blueberries or strawberries or whatnot and a banana, and adding a little bit more calories. So it's 470 calories. Me adding the fruit and whatnot, going to add it up a little bit to 500 and something. So you see what I'm saying? I'm going to get that calorie, and then I'll be eating during the day a little something here and there. Then I'll have my big meal, and maybe if I'm still not getting the calories, I'll do another one of those drinks, because you still got to have the calories or you're just going to lose. And just say if you got a butt, and I'm small and I got a little butt, but I'm not trying to lose it, you know? So you got to have those calories, even when you eat, even when you're dieting, if you're dieting, but this is an intermittent fasting. And what it means when it says intermittent fasting is different times that you can eat. Every 10 hours, you do 10 hours and then you eat, and then you do 12, you do 14, and I'm doing 16. So I'm not eating for 16 hours. 16 hours in a day, I'm not eating anything. So after 7, I can only have water, and you can have tea, or you can drink the kombucha, you know what I'm saying? But nothing else. Oh, let me eat an apple, let me eat a piece of banana, let me eat some nut. You can't. You gotta allow your body to go through the fasting stage, and that's how you're going to lose the weight. And I'm telling you, listen to me, because I'm not gonna lie to you about anything. If you do the intermittent fasting, you will lose weight. I promise. If you do what I say, and you can eat whatever you want, but try to eat healthy, but try to get in those calories that you're supposed to have. Okay, don't try to get more. Try to get the calories that your age or whatever, that you supposed to have. And that way you will just be losing what you don't need. Okay, so, and at least try to be moving around, doing some type of exercise, even if it's 15, if it's 20 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if it's 30, whatever. Try to get that in. But I'm guaranteeing you, I'm telling you, I promise, you will lose if you do what I say. So after 7, I can't have anything, okay? Like I said, subscribing and whatnot. But also be kind to yourself. Very important to be kind to yourself. And then you can be kind to everyone else. And that's the truth. If you're kind to yourself, if you're showing yourself love and respect, that energy that you have is going to pour out to other people, and it's not going to allow you to be angry and even if somebody was mean to you, you're going to know how to handle a situation, because you're going to care most about yourself. And somebody else trying to upset your energy, they not worth it. No human being on this planet is worth you getting stressed over and killing yourself. So once you start to have respect and love and kindness to yourself, it's going to help you to be able to be that way towards other people, and then know how to receive negativity from other people. When that energy come your way, you're going to know how to handle it in a different, positive way. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day, and that's all I got to say. That's it.